That's all they want to do is do it. I mean, they really are terrible. I mean, you know.
But when you started and got this image, even as a very young girl, people got the wrong impression, I suppose.
Yes, they did. As a matter of fact, before I left home, a lot of my girlfriends, their mothers didn't like them to hang around with me because they thought I was a bad influence because I wore my clothes real tight and I wore makeup and I started bleaching my hair as soon as I could find a way to get some bleach. Of course, I was blonde, but my hair started to turn dishwater blonde when I was 15 or 16, so I just had this cheap look. And the mothers would say, she's a bad influence, I don't want you hanging around with her. And I was as good as I could be. I told bad jokes and funny jokes, I mean, anything for a laugh. But my friends were the ones sleeping in the back seats with the boys and doing all the things that I looked like I might be doing. So all these, you know, goody-goody girls.
It's like the Harper Valley PTA all over again.
Yeah. This label that I hit you with and saw you cringe when you came on, sex symbol, have you had enough of that?
No. Well, it's better than being called a haddock or something.
The most difficult thing I ever did in the cinema was to kiss Christopher Reeve. And I said to him, if you open your mouth, I'll kill you.
It was take one. It was take one, and all the photographers were banned from the set. And both my girlfriend and his wife were on the set sort of supervising things. And Michael said, if you close your eyes and put your foot up, I'll know you're in love.
I don't want to pry, but I believe that you and Clyde are now deeply in love.
Clyde's a sloppy kisser, I'll tell you. But he's devilishly attractive after a while.
But I remember coming down to the set, and it was that scene where Ian Holm has to take this sort of porno magazine and attacks me with it, and Ridley Scott said, we have this magazine and we're going to put it up your hooter. And I said, I don't think so. And he explained to me that that meant...
Your nose.
Right.
Does it mean something? Doesn't hooter...
I didn't know what it meant, but I wouldn't put anything past Ridley, actually.
You see, I was born in 1910, and my parents were therefore Victorian. And you see, in those days, you were told absolutely nothing. I knew nothing of the facts of life, for example, until I got to my preparatory school. And at the age of 13, all the boys who were leaving were summoned to go to the headmaster's study. Of course, we all thought some terrible crime had been discovered. But along we went, and for once he was looking really quite genial. And we were all asked to sit down, which was absolutely unheard of. So then he said, I expect you've all been wondering how you got here. Well, we hadn't been wondering at all. We'd come straight along the passage. But he was speaking in a wider sense. And he said, well, there's absolutely nothing to worry about, because you see, it's like this. When a lady and gentleman love one another, there's this little thing that's provided by the gentleman, and there's this little thing that's provided by the lady. And the two little things meet up in the lady's cave and form a baby. Now, are there any questions?
Have you ever married...